It's week 5 of the 2031 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September. You're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Second down and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll try again here. Second. Now a handoff, running right. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdowns.
Let me tell you, this
strikes,
running back
this
does
one
not
is
feel
the
like a
latter.
65.
You talk about a confident
He feels
ball
way better
on
than
the
that.
money
Like, he might be
downfield.
really good.
It doesn't
He
get a
might be
lot
really,
better
really
than
good.
this, and
He probably
his
has a depth
receiver's
trait
able
or
to take
something.
it
He
in from
feels
6.
does not feel like a
Jason Sanders
65.
on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
what can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, what? I thought he had that first down. Hold on. That guy had that first down. I'm challenging that.
Now the decision
I was going to say
has been
Peck,
made.
man. Peck came through with that shit.
They want a review of
I could be wrong on that, but
what they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Fair catch. Right there at the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. That is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll work forward for a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. A handoff here, up the middle, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. First and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To the right side here, pass is caught.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Now, faking the give. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So now, after the fireworks, a chance to cash in. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. They'll throw out of the gun, and that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Off he goes. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball comes out. The Jets have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area, you have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A throw right side is intercepted. And And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay.
How many turnovers are going to be in this game? Like, seriously, dude. Like,
hands. And in this case,
wow.
Mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as we reach.
Like, this is what I'm talking about this game. It just controls the fucking it controls the game with turnovers. I don't mind getting a turnover, obviously, for myself, but, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, how many fucking there's been, like, 5 turnovers in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw yet again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. It's Jaden Daniels with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Bengals trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Quick throw, taken in, and the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Up the middle they go. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And he's not. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line.
I mean, it's very frustrating when the AI just knows what you're doing. You know, you go back to throw, they're standing where your routes end, you're running the ball, they go right in the gap you're running in, and it's just fucking annoying.
Down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. give on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a run going left. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the ground, a 1st down run. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now a run on 1st down. He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time they'll look to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's the rookie from Alabama.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Back to the air one more time. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
quickly to the outside and complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick 6. A throw on the move is caught.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 5-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.